What's up, everybody? Mike here, head trader at True Trading Group. It is May 23rd. A nice day trading SPY put options. And today's video is all about one word: greed. Okay? Greed. I'm going to show you guys how two traders can make the exact same trade. Okay? Meaning you're going to enter the trade at the exact same point, and how one of them is going to lose money and then one can make money. Okay? And this really video touches upon my tier trading strategy, which is the way that I trade. Meaning I scale out of my position as a trade works in my favor. It's what I teach to all of our members in True Trading Group. And this lesson about greed kind of touches upon that a lot, because there were two different SPY put option trades today. Both of them profitable, so ending the day with a nice gain on the day, some nice P&L, but I did not get the follow-through move that I was looking for either time. My final profit target was not reached either time, okay? But I'm still ripping out real nice gains in the middle of the trade while the trade works in my favor, even though my final take profit target was not reached. You guys have to go into your trade not just identifying where you think a stock is going to go, but where are your take profit targets, and there should be more than one. Okay, when I enter a trade and it works in my favor, I usually try to have 3 profit target areas, because I like to sell my position in 3 tiers. You can try selling your position in 2 tiers. It doesn't have to be exactly like mine and exactly like the way that I do it, but this is what I teach. This is what works for me. My first take profit is I sell 25% of my position. My second, I sell 50% of my position. And my last, I sell another 25% of my position. So today, I had real nice gains on the first 25 and the second 50 of both trades. It was the last 25% of the position that I actually took a loss on both of those trades. Okay, but on the trade overall, I'm net green, and I'm nice net green. One of them was a 45% gain on the bulk of my position. Some really nice moves in those SPY options today. So let's just get to it, guys, and talk about greed. Okay, because if I had said to you, there was a time there with the SPY options, okay, that I entered the puts at 84 cents a contract, and I sold 25% of my position at $1.09, then I sold 50% of my position at $1.22. That's a 45% gain on half my position at $1.22. If I said to you before you entered the trade, would you be happy if you entered at 84 cents and it went to $1.22 and you made 45%? You would say, heck yeah. Hell yeah, I'd be happy as a dog in fresh cut grass with a 45% gain. You'd be thrilled. Then why does that mindset change once you're in the trade? How come now that you're actually in the trade and it goes from 84 to $1.22, why are you not taking any profit? Why has your mindset changed? Why are you no longer excited about that 45%? Why are you so focused now on that final take profit target, and you're going to hold your entire position until we reach that level? And the answer is greed. You've got to be a prudent trader. You've got to take profits when the stock goes in your favor. When you're right, pay yourself. You guys work hard. It's not easy being right. When you are right, pay yourself, because the worst thing that you can do to yourself, the worst thing, it's such a shame when this happens to so many people, is when you let a winning trade turn into a losing trade. Okay, imagine being up 45% on a trade, not selling anything, and then you end up losing 15%. How do you think that's going to make you feel? Not only the damage that you do to your stats, your trading stats, where now you're making it so much harder for you, for your win-loss ratio, for you to be right more than you're wrong, because in this case, you were actually right, but you still lost money. So now that's putting pressure on yourself to just be that much more right more often to offset the losing trade, even though you were right. If you're right 7 out of 10 times, or if you're right 6 out of 10 times, 5 out of 10 times, whatever the number is, then you should be making money those same amounts of times. You shouldn't be right 6 out of 10 times, but you only make money 4 out of 10 times. Something's wrong if that's the case. That means you're letting winning trades turn into losing trades. And most likely, the reason for that is most likely greed and not taking profits when you should. So before you enter a trade, you need to identify where are your profit targets. And it's not just the final take profit. Going into a trade, I know exactly where I'm selling my first piece, my second piece, and my final piece. If I get the real follow through and the real extension, then that last 25% of the position is going to keep me in the winning trade longer. It's going to help me increase my average win size, and it's going to help me pull the most profit out of that trade as I possibly can. But if I don't get the continuation that I'm looking for, and the stock reverses going back in the other direction, it's okay because I already locked in profit on the bulk of the position. So it's okay if I give a little bit of that back with that last piece because it's worth it holding on for the potential of catching that real big follow through because I already locked in profit. I'm playing with house money at that point. But if you don't do that, you just hold on to your entire position, you're just being greedy. Okay, you're just being greedy, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's get to this SPY option trade, guys, and I'm going to pan this out because we had this gap down today. If you watch my videos the last couple of days and in chat, I've been talking about not focusing on the SPY. I didn't see directional movement in the SPY the last 2 days. So 2 days in a row here, you see we've just been consolidating, trading sideways. There was no real clear direction. So the SPY call, put options, TVIX, all that stuff, none of it was on my watch list the last 2 days. Fast forward to this morning, you get some real, aggressive rhetoric from China, kind of insinuating that we're not starting back up trade talks anytime soon. And that causes big gap down here in the markets today. And I want to talk to you guys about this key double bottom level at right around 283. So you see this double bottom from the 20th. Okay, nice little support area on the 20th. We were gapping right below that level this morning. So I said the pre-market game plan was, guys, if we can't get back above 283, I'm looking to get short the SPY, and we're going to ride this thing down lower. Okay, right off the opening bell print, we just sold. We just sold right off the print. Now, I didn't go ahead and enter this position right when the market opened. I mean, literally, we opened up. The open is like 3 cents or 4 cents away from the high of the day. Okay, so that goes straight there. We opened up and just came straight down. So I'm letting us pull in. I'm letting us pull in. Let me pan over so you can see it a little more clear. Okay, I'm letting it pull. I'm waiting for it to establish a low. Okay, I didn't chase the market down here. Okay, I let it go. I let it push. Okay, I didn't really get too concerned, or I'm not like, oh man, the trade's getting away from me. I wasn't upset. I'm saying I'm waiting for that first low. I'm going to try to get short on the first bounce attempt. So we finally put in a low, draw out our Fibonacci retracement levels. Okay, and what you guys start to notice here is we get a bounce back right up into the 23.6 Fibonacci level, which lined up with VWAP, the orange line on my screen, and the trade line, the 9 exponential moving average, which is the yellow line on my screen. And you got a trade line VWAP crossover to the downside. Okay, right on that bounce back attempt. Okay, guys, right into there is where I bought my first put options on the SPY. I'll take you guys to my trade announcements. Hey, you guys can see at 10:04, I bought the SPY 281 strike, May 24th expiration put option at 84 cents. My stop losses of the SPY gets back above 282.75. Okay, so right up in here. If we get up through here, then I'm going to stop out of that position. Okay, so if the SPY ends up doing this, SPY ends up doing that, I'm stopping out of that position. But in that first little move up there, I've got 3 resistance indicators, VWAP, trade line, 23.6 fib, and a trade line VWAP cross. I'm going after it, pulled the trigger, and the first take profit is in front of the low of the day. Here's the low of the day. Real quick, we go right down to the low of the day. And now here's where we talk about identifying your profit targets. As soon as I enter this trade, I said to myself, if we get to the low of the day, I'm selling 25% of the position. If we break the low of the day, I'm selling 50% of the position. And then I'm going to hold on to that last 25% and see if we really get really good continuation and follow through to the downside. So as soon as we get down there, real quick, we got down and tested the low of the day. I took some profit off right away. Only 6 minutes after my entry, took some profit off at $1.09. So 25% of my position off the table at $1.09. Okay, you can see the trade line comes into play. Trade line's acting as resistance, pushes the market through the low of the day. On the push through the low of the day, I take more profit off the table. That saw the options spike all the way up to $1.22. So I'm long at 84 cents. I just sold half my position now at $1.22. That's a 45% gain. Okay, and then you can see we didn't get the follow through. We kind of reversed it, bounced back, got back above VWAP. And once we poked our head back above VWAP and VWAP, see how we got above VWAP and then it started to hold support? Okay, you see how it starts to hold support? That's when I went ahead and I exited the last piece of the position. Here you guys can see sold out the remaining option at 71. So I took a loss on the last 25% of my position. Okay, but I'm still walking away with a nice gain because of the first two take profits. Had you not taken any of the profit off the table on these two moves or on this move lower, and you just held on to your entire position, waiting for the overall follow through, you are getting stopped out of this trade for a loss. Okay, even though we both could have entered this trade at exactly 84 cents, you're exiting your entire position at 71. I'm exiting 25% of my position at 71. Meanwhile, the rest is off the table at $1.09 and $1.22. And that's how I can be profitable on a trade and another trader can lose money placing the exact same trade. You've got to be prudent while you're trading. Identify your profit targets. It doesn't matter if your profit target is hit within 30 seconds or within 3 hours. Take your profit when your targets are hit. Okay, guys, trading becomes, you've got to get the emotions out of trading and let it become robotic. And the way that it becomes robotic is by having a game plan and sticking to it. I entered the puts. I say if we get to the low of the day, I'm selling 25% of the position. Great. We got to the low of the day. I took 25% off. I said, okay, if we break the low of the day, I'm going to sell half. We broke the low of the day. I sold half. Okay, it makes it robotic. It takes the emotions out of the trade, and that's what you have to do. You got to take the emotions out of the trade. You can't let greed get the best of you. Okay, so that was the first trade of the day. Now let's pan this over some more. And now what you guys start to see happen is we start to see this support level, okay, at the initial lows of the day. So you see the SPY starting to hold here for the whole morning. We were holding this 281.70 area. Hold, hold, hold. We finally break it. Okay, we break down below that level. And on that break, I said, okay, guys, now if we can't get back above 281.70, I'm going to look to get back into this trade. I'm going to look to get short again. I'm going to look to ride this market down because it looks like we've got room, guys, at least down to 280. If I go out to a 15-minute chart, we zoom this back. If once we get below this little pivot low right here, which was 281.50, okay, your next level is not going to be until down around here, 280 and a quarter. Like 280 flat to 280.25. Those are your two levels. Okay, so if we get below that, I said we got really have some more room to the downside. So I want to get back into this trade, okay, if we can't get back above that previous low. So here you guys can see we bounce it back. We try to get back above. We put this little tail in. As this tail gets put in, we can't get back above. We immediately pull it back down below. And right inside of this red candle, I got back into the SPY put options. Only this time, instead of the 281 strike, I'm buying the 280 strike. Same May 24th expiration at 82 cents. My stop loss is if the SPY gets back above 282. So if we get back above this little pivot high and VWAP was coming over the top, so if we get back up in here, okay, I'll exit that position. Okay, again, if we make a new low of the day, I'm taking some profit off the table, okay, and looking for us to really extend lower. Okay, right away, as soon as we enter this trade, we extend, we make a new low of the day. On that new low of the day, I just took some profit off the table. And again, it's important that I point out to you guys, on this second trade, I'm in smaller position size than the first trade. Okay, you've got to protect your profits on that first trade. I don't want to just go after this trade again. If I'm wrong the second time, I don't want to give back all the money I just made on that first trade. Your goal is to make money. Your goal is not to catch the entire move that every stock makes in the market. So when you make money, protect it. That's your job. Okay, so when I went back into this trade for the second time, I used lower position size than I did for that first trade. And here you guys can see I bought the 280 strike at 82 cents. Okay, we 10 minutes later, just 10 minutes after the entry, you see we made a new low of the day and I took some profit, 25% of the position off at 93 cents. Okay, so there we are, 93 cents. Trade sideways, we try to bounce back above, we can't, we get rejected, we roll over again. On this rollover, bang, right there, I sell the bulk of my position back to my trade announcements at $1.05. Okay, so it took more profit at $1.05. All right, now what I'm looking for at this point is us to really roll. I'm looking for us to roll now. We're now below that 281.50 area that we just talked about. I'm looking for us to now roll down to 280 to 225. So for that reason, I'm holding on to 25% of my position. You see, all throughout lunchtime, we still can't get back above this previous low. I thought we were golden. Right here, I thought we were golden. I said the market's going to roll over. We're going to get down to 280 before the close. And then Trump comes out and says he's looking forward to his meeting with President Xi at the G20 summit, and the market rallies back. So it's nice to know that some things haven't changed. We're still extremely susceptible to the slightest, stupid, most insignificant trade talks news headline, that the market does that just by Trump saying he looks forward to meeting with President Xi. I mean, it's just nonsense, but the market rallies back, and I end up selling that last piece of the position right there, take you back to my trade announcements, at 61 cents. So that's a significant loss on that last piece of the position, 82 down to 61 on 25% of the position. But because I'm taking profits off as the trade works in my favor, I'm walking away from this trade unscathed with profit, because I'm not being greedy and I'm taking profits off as the trade works in my favor. I'm not holding on to my entire position, okay, with this as my final take profit target, because if we never get there, you're walking away from this trade with a loss. So when you're up money, guys, you've got to pay yourself. You can't let greed take over, because you can't let a winning trade turn into a losing trade. I really hope that this video helps. I hope this touches home for a lot of people, because it's the little things like this that separates profitable traders from traders that struggle. Work on this, guys. Focus on it. Make the adjustments. I'll see you guys in chat tomorrow.